Madison County Live. And good news is brought to you by these great sponsors.
Hey everybody, welcome to Madison County Live special segment. Coach Karen Feldhaus here with Madison Central High School Cheerleading. Karen, you all have a huge event and a large accomplishment coming up Thursday night.
Yes. So we are inviting everyone to attend the ESPN kind of watch party and ring ceremony for a national championship that our small varsity won in Orlando, Florida in February.
So it's at 6:30, free food at 6, and this is open to the public, so we want everyone to come out.
We do. Yes, we do.
Absolutely.
These kids are pretty terrific, and what they did was really special, so we want everybody in Richmond to have the opportunity to see and view it.
That's great. So it's going to be in the auditorium, correct?
Yes, at Madison Central.
And it starts at 6:30, free pizza and drinks at 6. Now, take us through this year. I know you all had COVID has messed up pretty much everything, but this year was special, and they really clicked this weekend. So take us a brief timeline of how they got there.
Well, so I think you're right. The COVID thing kind of really for the last couple years have made things very difficult in the particularly competitive cheer world and large events. So this was kind of nice because everybody was back. All teams from all over the country were able to attend the National High School Cheerleading Championships. For us, we thought this was going to be a total rebuild year because we graduated over 50% of our team last year.
So you're thinking, okay, this is a rebuilding year.
Folks. And it really, I think early on it was. We struggled. We struggled through the regional and state competitions, and something about this little group, they're just gritty. They didn't give up, and they just battled, and when we got to Florida, things just sort of fell into place, and they put on quite a show.
Wow.
3 days of perfect run, so it was kind of fun.
That's great. So I know that you said you automatically skipped ahead to the finals. Tell us about that real quick.
So there were 108 teams in our division.
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
And how many people down there? You said 18,000 athletes down there?
Yeah, something like
that's a lot.
So it's 3 days. It's cheerleading's biggest stage, you know. So it's manic at ESPN Wide World of Sports, and so there were 108 teams in our division. There were 6 prelim groups. Everybody had to advance to a semi. So we were in ABC was in semi 1 and DEF were in semi 2, and we were the highest score in semi 2. So we got to skip the semi-third round and go on to finals.
So is it at that moment you said, this could be something special?
Not at that moment. I think for me, it's always hard to hit 3 times in a row.
Oh, anything.
It's hard.
3 times in a row.
It's just, so I think the first run, they were just on fire, and it was in a smaller venue when they started us out with the semi-groups, and then, of course, you go to the HP Feldhaus, which is where ESPN plays everything.
Exactly, right.
And it's packed, So on that bigger stage on a Saturday morning, we had kind of a little bump and run, but it was still a pretty smooth run. And so for finals, I was like, oh, I hope the luck doesn't run. Because all that stunting is very intricate, and it's timed, and they get fatigued a little bit as you run through this event. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Well, and the thing is that
hard.
Cheerleading is, we were talking earlier before we came on, very athletic. Timing is very important. Everything has to click.
Yeah, and so I think, they totally bought in. They were, we hit, let's go back, let's get off our feet, let's stay fed, let's stay focused, they were totally in and did all the right things that weekend. But it's a challenge as you go through the weekend, to keep them rested and fed and keep their legs underneath of them. We have a lot of power tumbling in the routine. And
it's
a lot
remarkable. And like I told you before, watching the cheerleaders is more fascinating to me.
Well, and I think that's something a lot of people kind of miss here. So many of the things that they perform on a competition mat are dangerous, and we can't really do it in front of a crowd.
Yeah, absolutely, right.
So, we cheer every game for the Indians. We take a lot of pride in cheering on the football field and the basketball floor to support our athletes. And so I think it would be really neat if everybody would come and support them and see what they have the opportunity to do on the competition mat.
So one more time, Thursday night, give us all the details.
Thursday night, 6 o'clock is pizza and drinks free.
Sure.
So there's a little invitation going around that has a QR code. If you could just scan that and tell us how many you're bringing.
Okay.
And then the program will start at 6:30, and just to honor them and watch some really neat footage of the year.
That's fantastic. In the auditorium, come on out. It's free and open to the public.
Yes. So,
all right.
Thank you so much. And we'd love to have everybody there who's bought a poinsettia or an ad or whatever.
Anybody that supports Madison County cheerleaders, and go out and watch these athletes, because
we'd
they
love
are
to have
athletes.
you.
All right.
Thanks,
Karen.
so much. I appreciate you having me.
Thanks for watching.